We're going a little bit up market today and staying in a place in the southern end of town. Some of you might know it. It's called Sudamala Resort. Let's check it out. Some of you might know that I've been checking out quite a bit of the accommodation in Sanur of late, and I'm staying there and basically getting a feel for what the situation's like. This is a little bit more expensive than what I'm normally staying in, and that's because a fantastic viewer of mine gifted me a night in this room. And I really appreciate it, Natalie, thank you. She actually booked it accidentally, and the Sudamala were good enough to allow her to change the name to my name, and that's why I'm here. I'm going to give it a good, honest review. And the first thing you notice when you come through that front area is how big this property is. It's absolutely huge. From the front, I mean, I've been past this place many times and never realised how absolutely massive it is. And they've got traditional music playing, and it's just peace and quiet here. Just so peaceful. When you have a big property like this that's got a lot of old trees and it's well established, you do generally get a nice peaceful feeling, much like at the Hyatt Regency. When you walk through those doors, you really notice that this place is all about peace and quiet. This little pathway leads up to the main pool area. And it's pretty well framed as well, look at that. I'll actually get down to the pool later and give it a bit of a test run. Hopefully it doesn't rain in the meantime. The clouds are quite threatening at the moment. I'll go and show you the room. I've already just checked in and I've already had a look at the room, and it's pretty spectacular. So the rooms are accessed through these big corridors, through a traditional doorway. And then you come inside this massive, big, high-ceiling, cavernous room with beautiful tiles, absolutely beautiful tiles. Comes with its own wife. And beautiful writing table, really huge. Massive, I guess, king-size bed. Like, it looks wider than it is long. And a bit of a lounge room area with a big LG flat screen TV, about, I don't know, 55 inch, looks like the same one as I've got at home. And then through here, you have your little patio area. And it's a beautiful little patio area, private, which leads out to a gate which goes outside to, and I was just out there before. So yeah, beautiful. Now, underneath the TV, you've got your tea and coffee service down here. They've got a few English breakfasts, a couple of Nescafes, white sugar, kettle, a couple of cups, a couple of coffee cups, a little thing to do your own, mini bar type arrangement. They're charging you $22,000 for a Coke. I mean, that's not too bad. You can get them for about $5,000 at the shop. And there they are, a couple of bintungs. So it's not a rip-off, but you can certainly do cheaper. And then we have the bathroom area. So you come through these big double doors and you have the bathroom area. And that there is a massive big basin, beautifully designed. A bit of fresh water, all your hand towels and toiletry type things, shower caps. And this is sort of like a walk-in wardrobe, or like a dressing room type arrangement. Store your luggage down there. They've got their own little slippers and that sort of stuff. Whip around here, and then the actual bathroom comes through another door. And the reason they've got it sealed off is because it's outdoors. Yeah. So as soon as I come out here, AC's gone. We have toilet and this beautiful shower. Look at that shower head. That's one of the biggest ones I've seen. Huge. Nice tiles. They've even got one of those hand things. And a beautiful little garden. Now, if you're really worried about privacy, you don't like, maybe the gardener's popping his head over the window, you can put these blinds down too. But, I'm not going to be doing that. Back to the main bedroom. Just look at on the walls there, all these beautifully selected images. And then over there, that's a nice piece of fabric, framed fabric. I mean, if you had that in your house, it'd be worth thousands. It's framed, no glass. Oh, interesting. Lovely. They've even got a fan there, so if you don't like the AC, I guess you could just whack the fan on and get a bit of fresh air in. So let's do first impressions. Well, first impressions, as soon as you walk through the door, it's just stress levels come down a level. It's so peaceful, so peaceful. It feels great. You've got little bits of music around the place, traditional Balinese music. The staff are really calm and, you know, very polite. The gardens are massive. You've got trees, you've got greenery. It feels clean. Outside, there was a dude painting the walls. The walls looked fine, but they're repainting them because, you know, in Indonesia, with these harsh weather conditions, you do get marks and stuff on the walls every now and then, and they're just painting them because they want to make it look absolutely perfect, which is fantastic. The room is spacious. It feels luxurious. That big area out the front of the room where you can just walk out that little gate there is fantastic. If you just want to sit out in the garden and read a book, beautiful. And then there's that pool area, which I will go to after. I just had a quick look over there. I didn't want to film people that are in bikinis and stuff. It's a little bit weird seeing a guy come around pointing his camera at people around the pool. So I didn't want to do that. But I will go there later and film with my GoPro and show you what it's like around there. But it seems as though a lot of people do head down to the pool, hang out there, sleep, get a suntan, I guess, get a bit of food, a few drinks, hang around the pool. It's a nice little peaceful area down there, and I'll head over there soon and jump in and experience it for myself. Totally peaceful. So first impressions, just peace and quiet and refined luxury. The Wi-Fi here is pretty fast. You know, it's a little bit up and down, but the few times that I've tested it, it's been really blazing fast, like much faster than my home internet here in Indonesia. And I could easily upload YouTube videos, make video calls, do a bit of work. Easy. Hey, I didn't see this when I first came in. They give you a big bowl of fruit. And there's a couple of markisa, they're Indonesian style passion fruits, a couple of snake fruits, which are called salak. You can get salak, two different types really, from Java or Bali. And there's a few places in Bali where they specialise in salak. An amazing fruit. If you've never tried salak, you must try it. Makes your mouth feel a bit funny because of the way the texture and the flavour of the fruit. And then you've got these Indonesian style bananas. Absolutely beautiful. So one of the things I like to do when I stay at a place is to show you what's around here. So we're located in the very southern end of town on Jalan Sudamala. It's a good location, this southern end of town, and really close to this hotel there are a bunch of places to eat that are fantastic. Like straight across the road, that place there is Saigon. That is Vietnamese food. Then you've got Warung baby monkeys, very highly regarded. And then if you go further up Jalan Sudamala up there, up to the end of the road, there's a Masakan Padang restaurant up there. There's Warung Jawa Moro Senang, which is local food, very cheap, but very authentic. It's fantastic. And along Jalan Danau Poso, which is the connecting road there are so many options. It's fantastic. Now looking across the road, that there is Jalan Cemara, and up that road there are heaps of places to eat, like Warung Ora Perak, which is a fantastic local warung, very local style. It does chicken, rice porridge and that sort of thing. There's also the Bear Bottle. The Bear Bottle is, well, it's one of my favourite coffee shops. They do some of the best coffee in town. I love it. And there's also Mare Vui, which is probably it's one of my favourite Vietnamese in town. I mean, the three Vietnamese places that I've tried in town are all very good. I like Mare Vui. That's not far up there. And that road, Cemara, yeah, that road up there, that's only 500 metres long, and it hits the roundabout, and that southern roundabout then marks the start of the main road, Jalan Danau Tangblingan, which has heaps of eating options like Massimo's, which is pretty famous, and everything's up there. So even if you didn't want to eat in this end of town, you could walk up there 500 metres and then you're into the thick of it as well. It's a pretty good location. Now, from here to get to the beach, no big deal. I'm walking there now. So I've just come out of the hotel, walking towards the beach, 500 metres, probably. I'd say 500 metres, not far. Maybe even less. Like it's going to be, I don't know, 5-minute walk. And then you're into the beach side, and there's a few cafes down there, like the Genius Cafe, the beach. There's Retro Beach as well, which is a nice restaurant to go and have a feed at night. It's just a great end of town, really. I really like it down here. It's a little bit different to the north. And some people have their preferences. Some people prefer the north. Some people prefer the south. Just beautiful out here. Had a bit of a brief storm just then, and I reckon the pool's probably been cleared out, so I'm going to go and jump into the pool now while there's no one else around, because I think it's a pretty good opportunity. Look at this. I mean, isn't that just spectacular? Such a beautiful, beautiful resort. And this is the pool area. .3 meters, it says, is the depth. I'm guessing that's 1.3 meters all the way around, but yeah, it's just quite beautiful right now with the rain and the sun still shining. It's actually not that warm at the moment. It's going to be a bit cold, I reckon. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, the pool's a nice temperature. Actually really, really good for this sort of cooler weather. And I mean, we haven't had cool weather for ages in Bali, but here we are. I'm going in. Wow, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Pretty it's nice. Quite long. So in my opinion, that pool's a fantastic one. Quite long, really. Much longer than I really thought. So when I had a bit of a swim in it, it feels good. I don't know, 25, 30 meters. It's pretty long. You can easily do like laps in it. Oh, it's probably 25. Easily do laps in that. And it's deep enough that you can do the laps at 1.3 meters. It's a really nice pool. Love it. Just got back to the room and they've done a turn down service. Not that we really needed it, but they've given us a little note, and I'm assuming some biscuits, so I'll have a look. Oh yeah, 2 biscuits. Nice, I'm going to give one of those a go. I'm going to give it a go right now. Homemade. Alright, let's see what this letter says. It is Nighttime Story about Trunyan. Okay, so this is a bit of story about Trunyan. And Trunyan's that place up in Mount Batur, in the volcano there. So it's obviously a story about all those skulls and all that sort of stuff, which I'll read later. It's pretty cool. Nice little touch. It's the morning after, and that bed is absolutely fantastic. Big props to the bed, because, sometimes you get into these hotels and the bed just doesn't really, doesn't really work for you. The pillows are a bit big or a bit small. For me, this was absolutely perfect. They give you 2 pillow sizes. I chose the smaller one and it was brilliant. The bed's perfect. And because they've got pretty strong AC in here, you can use a big quilt on it. If you don't like sleeping with AC, that's fine as well. You can switch the AC off and even throw open the door if you want. The restaurant area here at Sudamala is pretty cool as well. You've got outdoor and indoor areas like that. But the deck is really where most people love to hang out, which is like this. That's the sort of the street front deck. It's quite beautiful. If you choose to have the breakfast option at Sudamala, you get to choose one of these for your main breakfast, and you also get some fruit, a selection of bakery products, and a coffee or tea. First up is the very respectable fruit plate. Even a bit of a star fruit on there. A decent looking cappuccino and pineapple juice. Looking forward to that. So here are the pastries. We have a chocolate croissant, mini chocolate croissant, and a little, they're calling it a Danish down there. It's got a bit of custard in it, I think. So I got the banana pancakes with mixed berries. The mixed berries is half a strawberry, which is strange. And then Susan got the avocado shimeji. I think under those mushrooms there's some avocado. You've got some bacon and some eggs. It's almost like a big brekkie. It looks pretty good. So that breakfast was absolutely beautiful, really relaxing. It sort of keeps with the theme of this place, which is really just so peaceful, a little bit classy, a little bit elegant as well, and perched out upon that deck there with a little gamelan playing in the background. A nice spread of food as well. It's just fantastic. And I think if you're coming here, you really should try and get the breakfast included in the package. When I looked online, it's actually not much more money if you include the breakfast, but if you have to pay for it on the spot, it might be a little bit expensive, like in most hotels. So try and get it included in your package. And look at the weather today. It's just beautiful. This place has really just come alive now that the sun's out. It's just so wonderful. I love this place. Absolutely love it. I guess we need to talk about where it's located and how much it costs. Well, first of all, as I mentioned at the start of the video, it's in the southern end of town, a really great location. And that location really lends itself to a more peaceful atmosphere than somewhere that's maybe right in the center of town. As you know, I was gifted this room by a viewer of mine named Natalie, and I really thank you, Natalie, for gifting me this room. But if you want to pay for this room yourself, you can get it as cheap as 2.2 million per night, including breakfast, maybe 2.25 million. I think that's pretty good value for the quality on offer here. It's cheaper than somewhere like the Hyatt Regency, but it's still an amazing luxury hotel. I love it. I think it's worth coming to. And if your budget is sort of in that price range, it's something you definitely should consider for your holiday in Sanur. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur. I'll catch you next time.